Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing well. It's we're wrapping up summer, getting ready for fall. It's always busy. How are you?
I'm
Your
doing
side has been
great.
busy.
Oh yeah, everything's great. I'm so glad to talk to you for a few minutes and just kind of get your take on the transition and how Court Reserve has come along for you guys, and just want to kind of hear about your experience and kind of be able to share that with the world.
I mean, it's just been pretty great. I mean, I have no complaints about how helpful and responsive your team has been. Obviously, we have a 6 locations, and our customer database is very large, and having to even the thought, and you know this, you and I spoke with Jill and Dana when we were in Florida 2 years ago, and I was like, this makes me really nervous. It's a big transition for us. We were with our previous provider for 10 years, and really I was pleasantly surprised and grateful for how easy the transition was with Court Reserve, because again, the team is very supportive, very helpful, very responsive, and overall I think we're 11 months in or 10 months in, and it's been such an improvement for us, and so we're really happy with Court Reserve, and hopefully we've taken every opportunity to let you guys know how happy we are and how thankful we are for your help.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. I love on your website how you link to, everything that you guys have going on. I mean, you have tennis and pickleball and ping pong and basketball and just like all the multi sports. Do you find that it's been better for your players and the people that are coming to the facilities? Has this been a great ease of use for them as well?
Yes, the app, as we have a branded mobile app. It's been fantastic. We get a lot less phone calls in the office. People are less confused. And everything's just so accessible to them on their mobile device or on their desktop. And we've heard nothing but good things about the improvement.
That's
So,
amazing. Is there anything that we can do for you now in the future? Anything that you're looking for that, we can come up with?
I mean, there's always something, right? Like, and my one of my operations coordinators, Deanne, she's on the idea board all the time, adding, very minor things that would make our operations easier, but understanding that, you serve a wide variety of clubs and with very specific needs. And really the only improvements we're requesting are very minor adjustments to, in terms of, court, what do you call that? The court assignments, and if rosters can be per week, they're assigned to a specific court as opposed to for the entire program session, things like that. Again, very minor things, but for the most part, Court Reserve really does meet our very unique needs as a municipal provider in 6 different locations where the rules in each place are a little different. The flexibility and functionality of Court Reserve has really just been a game changer for us.
Thank you so much. That's amazing. Any chance that I'll get to see you or anybody at one of our upcoming one-day catalysts? There's one in near Seattle.
When is that? Let me
Uh,
see.
so I think it's like September 18th or something. I can send you the link or whatever just to see. We'll come out for it's a full day. And we go over all the new things that we've basically put into Court Reserve this year. You get
Mhm.
a one-on-one session with one of us to sit down and kind of tweak anything or talk through anything that you're thinking about. You get to meet some other people that are using Court Reserve. It's a pretty good networking focus, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool one-day super user event.
Mhm.
Those who have been using Court Reserve for a while, and so occasionally we have people who have just started like within a month, and so it kind of depends on who's there and the focus or whatever. So, but yeah, we would love to have you guys there.
Yeah, so I'm always looking at the Catalyst schedule and seeing will something work. Unfortunately, at the end of September, we have a huge pro tournament in San Francisco around that time.
Okay.
So that's going to be a little tough, but I know I've heard so many great things about, the networking opportunities, learning opportunities, and just connecting with you guys at Court Reserve at these Catalyst events. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on it. Every time
Good.
you talk about it during a webinar, I look at my schedule, say, does that work? Could I make that? Could I swing that? But I'm hopeful that, I'll be able to attend one of the ones on the West Coast sometime soon. But I am looking forward to seeing you guys for the Premier Facility Summit in November, because I will be there.
Yes, good. We already, Jill's already said, I told her today, I was like, guess who I'm talking to at 2:30? And she said to tell you hello and hope the dogs are well. And what else did she say? Something else about Orlando. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, she did want me to pass her hellos to you for sure. We're having another webinar tomorrow on team-based registrations.
I am signed up for that, and I'm very much looking forward to that. I love that you guys are always either integrating with new partners or really improving your software as is. I mean, that's just something that we weren't used to with our previous provider, and it's been very helpful for us. And it also really improves our standing with our communities, because it shows that we're committed to improving their experience, because you guys are committed to improving our experience.
That's awesome.
So that's been really helpful. I don't know if I mentioned this, but when we were in Orlando last year, I actually brought a stack of business cards, and I ran out because they're like, oh, you switched from our previous provider to CourtReserve. How'd it go? Was it hard? I'm like, no, it was great. And I'm happy to talk to you about it. And I actually ran out of business cards giving away. And I've actually gotten a lot of calls and have had a lot of meetings with clubs that are looking to switch. And kind of gave them some pro tips, like, this is how we did this specific thing. It's been really easy. This is how we gave notice to the previous provider, because our contracts there have this requirement. And I think a lot of people are intending to or hoping to make the switch.
That's awesome. Thank you.
So if there's anybody that I don't know or doesn't have my information that is looking to make a switch from that provider, feel free to send them my way, and I'm happy to talk to them about my experience.
Thank you. If you have specific things that you did in a way from the old provider that you already have written down somewhere that you could send me, we often, have like, they want specific things out of that old provider's website and stuff. So if you have anything specific that was really helpful, now knowing what you know and how you got your stuff into CourtReserve, send it my way. We would love to just include that or have that as a tool for people to easily be able to use that information.
So I kind of gave her a timeline. I gave her our rollout plan, how we informed our patrons, how we informed our staff, what we did for training, all that. I'm happy to share that with you as well. Obviously, I'd ask to kind of redact a few.
Yes,
things,
got it.
Obviously,
yes.
Whatever makes sense for public consumption, but I'm happy to share that. I am a big fan of process documentation, as you are, because I know I've seen the knowledge base. It's been really helpful. And what we've done is just take the knowledge base further to localize it to our needs and how we do business. And so that's really helped our team as we onboard, new people to work for us. We have our own training module for this is what you need to know. We use Loom as well, which is something we learned from you guys to help train our team. So
I love it. I would love to have that. Yeah. And I'll keep everything that doesn't need to be public knowledge out of it, because I do think the more we can, because I mean, it is a process and you have to be able to follow the process. And a lot of times there's these one man or one woman shows and they just, they just are doing it on their own. So anything that we can be helpful with, that would be awesome. So, well, I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for taking a few minutes and talking to me today. I really appreciate it. So,
well, thanks, Ashley. And I'm sure if I don't see you before, then I'll see you in November.
That's right. See you then. All right. Thanks, my friend.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.